Roses are one of the most rewarding plants to grow, but if you want abundant, healthy blooms throughout the season, proper spring pruning is non-negotiable. Whether you're tending to a single rose bush or an entire garden of climbing, tea, or shrub roses, knowing when and how to prune makes all the difference in encouraging strong, disease-resistant growth. Spring is the prime time to shape your roses, remove old wood, and promote fresh flowering canes. In this guide, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to prune your roses quickly and effectively for maximum flowers. Step 1. Remove dead, diseased, or damaged wood. Start by identifying any dead or diseased wood. Dead branches will appear shriveled, blackened, or brittle, while diseased wood may show signs of spots, discoloration, or fungal growth. Cut these sections back to the nearest healthy wood where the interior is bright green. Step 2. Open up the center of the plant. A well-pruned rose should have an open vase-like structure that allows sunlight and air circulation throughout the plant. Remove inward growing or crossing branches to eliminate congestion. This not only helps reduce disease risk but also ensures each stem receives adequate light for robust flowering. Step 3. Cut back weak and thin stems. Thin, spindly growth doesn't produce strong blooms. If a cane is thinner than a pencil, it's best to cut it back to promote healthier, thicker stems. Focus on retaining the most vigorous canes that will support larger flowers. Step 4. Make clean cuts at a 45-degree angle. Always make your cuts about a 1/4 inch above an outward-facing bud at a 45-degree angle. This encourages outward growth rather than inward crowding and allows water to run off rather than sit on the cut surface, reducing disease risk. Step 5. Reduce the overall height but don't overdo it. For hybrid teas and floribundas, prune back canes by about 1/3 to half their height. Shrub roses can be lightly shaped to maintain their natural form, while climbing roses should be trained rather than heavily cut back. The goal is to encourage new, strong stems that will produce plenty of flowers. Post-pruning care for healthy, blooming roses. Once pruning is done, your roses need a bit of extra care to recover and thrive. Start by applying a balanced rose fertilizer or organic compost to enrich the soil and promote new growth. If you're in an area prone to pests, consider applying a preventative treatment of neem oil or insecticidal soap. Water your roses deeply but infrequently, aiming for about an inch of water per week. A good soaking encourages deep root growth, making plants more resilient during dry spells. To conserve moisture and suppress weeds, apply a layer of mulch around the base of your roses, keeping it a few inches away from the stems to prevent rot. If you notice signs of black spot, powdery mildew, or aphids in early spring, treat them immediately with an appropriate organic or chemical solution. Regularly inspecting your roses will help catch any issues before they spread. One of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is being too timid with pruning. Roses are incredibly resilient, and a good trim encourages stronger growth. Another common error is cutting too far above a bud, leaving an awkward stub that won't produce new growth. Neglecting to clean pruning tools between cuts can also introduce diseases. The rewards of proper spring pruning. Pruning roses in spring might seem daunting at first, but once you understand the technique, it becomes second nature. By following these steps, you'll be setting your roses up for a season of stunning blooms, healthier growth, and reduced disease problems. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to subscribe to Hydrohaven for more expert gardening advice. Share this video with fellow gardeners, and let's all enjoy our most beautiful rose gardens yet.